So Harris Hiller dropped this video the other day talking about why gaming content creators are having a hard time growing on YouTube. That includes content creators who are streaming games on Twitch and other places. Taking it back to like old school YouTube, I kind of wanted to do a video response to this video because I had a lot to say about it, and hopefully you guys will get a lot of value out of what goes down in this video today. All right, let's get into it.
There are two different kinds of gaming content creators, and I know that's a huge overgeneralization, but it's important. And at the end of this video, I want you to decide which one of the two you are.
All right, so first off, I think there's actually three archetypes pretty much for video, for gaming content creation, but I'm gonna let Harris go on. I'll tell you what those three are after he gives you the two.
Gaming creators are struggling on YouTube. Not like the top tier, the top echelon there. Those guys are crushing it, but you should never judge a group based on its extreme. Like the average gaming creator isn't even able to pay their bills. Like, remember that massive Twitch revenue leak that showed that like every Twitch streamer's incomes, and we learned that, what was it, like only the top 0.04% of streamers are making above minimum wage? Usually that momentum doesn't last very long. And then of course, let's talk about how to fix that. Every content creator is doing the exact same thing. If you're browsing through Twitch, you're gonna find mostly two things: gameplay and camera. You're either a pro gamer, best in the game, or you're an unmatched charismatic personality. And that's it. Those are basically the two verticals of gaming content. That alone.
All right, I disagree. Actually, there are three. There's the pro gamer, which is what he said. You know, you're absolutely really good at the game, and that's why people watch you. You have your super charismatic people, like he said, which I kind of fall into that category, I would say. I play for emotion, I play for reaction, and that's pretty much why I stream, how I make my videos, which means I'm in that category of everyone is doing the same thing. But there is a third one, and I think it's really important because I think this is where most people actually succeed in the gaming space, at least right now, and that is in the education space of gaming. So people who are making gaming tutorials, people who are making gaming guides to certain games or certain genres of games, even people who are giving the information about games, reporting on gaming news or reporting on gaming trends even, are people who are probably succeeding the highest right now when it comes to a gaming content channel. And so those are the three that I personally think he's just missing one, and I think it's really crucial, this one, because that's the one that I think most people should actually try to do first before they start just playing games for game's sake.
Both of those two things, gaming and personality, are short-lived and easy to replace. You might be a top 10 gamer at your game, but as soon as that game dies, so does your channel. You might have an amazing magnetic personality that people come to watch, but people move on. This is the mantra of social media. People are always looking for the next thing. Neither of these two things are the perfect anchor that keep the audience coming back forever.
He's right, actually. I've actually experienced this myself while streaming. Since I am a personality type of streamer and I often switch games, I'm a variety streamer, so I play big AAA games, God of War, for example, Last of Us Part 2, for example, Jedi Fallen Order. I switch between these games after I complete them, and I absolutely do see a drop off in viewers and engagement from people who are following me for, like, say, Elden Ring, now that I'm playing Stray at a certain time. Some of those people don't quite translate over to the next game, and that's obviously a big problem that most streamers and game content creators struggle with. The whole, should you play multiple games, or should you only focus on one game? I have my own experience with that. I think a lot of people experience kind of their own personal thing when it comes to that. My biggest advice is just do what you do what you love, and love what you do. And if you can do that, you know, you will attract the people to come and watch you and engage with you and support you. However, yes, it is true that you may not see certain people who are really engaged with you for one game. When you switch that game up, they may not be there when you start playing that game. So, you know, you take that with what it is. Yeah. What Harris mentioned about the anchor, though, that's really important. I think an anchor to hold down your content and make it so that it's hard to replace by someone else's content is very important, and he'll get into more of that.
Half solutions. If you want to grow on Twitch, You have to grow on YouTube first, where there's more discoverability, and then move that audience over. You've heard it a million times. Move that audience over to Twitch. Everybody knows it.
Okay, so like what you guys may not know, for you guys who are just starting out, that is the current meta, or it was the current meta. Now it's just don't stream on Twitch. Just don't only stream on Twitch. You got to stream everywhere, man. Just stream everywhere and you'll be fine. Restream.io. Check out that video in the corner somewhere.
But the problem here is, even though we all know that you have to start on YouTube and move over to Twitch, no one really shared how to get started on YouTube. The exact same content that is short-lived and easy to replace, just posted on a different platform. When you look at content creators who have stood the test of time, who have survived the YouTube ringer, Casey Neistat, Mark Rober, and MKBHD, what is it about these channels that keep them hot, even if they don't post for long periods of time? The thing that these three creators have in common is that they've all developed a very incredible and unique skill. Casey Neistat has his storytelling. Mark Rober used to be an engineer at NASA. MKBHD has an incredible knowledge of consumer tech. And all three of them have mastered their own unique style of filmmaking as well. It seems to me that there's a massive hurdle in gaming content creators, and that is the fact that most streamers don't actually want to be content creators. Most streamers want to play video games and get paid for it. And the problem with that is that the bar is so much higher than that. You are competing with people who do want to be full-time content creators. So
yes. So this is a big issue, and this is what I see with most people just getting started. You see the people like, you know, XQC or people like Ninja, really Ninja, honestly, and you're like, wow, so famous for playing Fortnite. I want to be that. I want to have fame. I want to have money and fortune just to play video games. Let's do that. But you don't really understand the work that goes in behind the scenes to make that happen. It's tremendously a lot of hours of just content creation, you know, putting out content out there, spending your time in front of the camera live, audience, sponsorships, branding, negotiation with deals, all kinds of stuff, right? And then that's not even like the production like aspect of the whole thing. I mean, like here, I'm sitting here in my little office here where I bought this house just to have a space where I can make YouTube videos because I'm serious about this content creation. I don't want to just play games. I honestly don't really like playing games live, honestly. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, like playing them live was not really the reason why I started the YouTube channel that I have here currently. It was because I wanted to make videos playing games and entertain people in that sense. And I felt that live streaming was a better way to do that. But it's not easy when you're competing against these people who are at such a high level currently right now, who are just at top of market, right? And they have all the viewership and they have all of the market share of viewers who consume their content. How do you beat that? The only real way to beat it is to outperform them and outshine them, and it's very difficult when they have a lot of money backing them to be able to do these big projects. You know, a lot of us have full-time jobs, a lot of us have kids, a lot of us have relationships outside of what we do in our content creation, and that gets in the way a lot of the times. That takes priority, I should say, a lot of the time over trying to become different, trying to beat the top performing businesses in this space. Streaming just games, it's not gonna do it for you. You gotta do something else.
If you want to be in that first group, you want to be a creator, and you've already started your YouTube channel, the next step is simple. It's hard, but it's simple. You need to develop a skill that sets you above the rest. And that can mean you either get extremely good at something or you learn something that makes you very unique.
To find out what you like is actually really easy. Honestly, just sit down with yourself and think to yourself, what do you like? What do you consume? What do you want to do? What have you always been interested in doing? And pick it up and start doing it. Start going out and learning that skill, and then marry that with your gaming content. An amazing gaming content creator and a OG, I would say, in the field at this point, it's been like 10 years almost, is Markiplier. But what's unique about Markiplier is he's developed a skill of being able to tell stories at such a high degree that he Like, you just get immersed immediately into any game that he plays because he's able to convey the story at a higher degree than most other people. He also took ad-lib classes to enhance his content to make it better than it was before. So he's able to like ad-lib and flow with the games he's playing and make jokes. It's something I really haven't thought about, honestly, for myself, and it's going to be something that you guys are going to see me try to implement over the course of my journey, becoming, bringing this thing into reality, this business that I'm trying to build out of content creation. Let me know what you guys think about this video and all of this down in the comments below. I am highly interested in what you guys think, and let me know what kind of skills you guys have that you think you can marry into your content creation. Hit the like button if you found this video interesting, and subscribe for more content like this. Also, if you are trying to start from scratch on Facebook gaming, but you don't know how to stream to Facebook gaming, I got a video over here. You should definitely check it out. It will help you get to Facebook gaming, where there's pretty much less competition and more people to watch you there. So it's a cool place to stream, and you can stream to other platforms too. So check out that video, and I'll see you guys over there.